Well, hello, everybody. I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to listen to the vision that God has placed in my heart to help athletes and people all over the world. I'm so excited to get this thing out of my heart and out of my mind and out there to the people who need to hear it the most. And so I'm so honored and grateful for your support. I want to honor your time, so I'm going to do my best to make this video as short and concise as possible. But do me a favor, get something to write with, get something to write on, find a way to record this, because I'm going to be covering a lot of information in a short amount of time, and I'm excited, so let's hop right into this thing. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Darryll Stinson. I've been playing sports since I was a little boy. I went to Central Michigan University in 2008 on a full-ride scholarship to play football. My dream was to play professionally, and because of my height, size, and speed and talent, I had many coaches who told me that I would someday make it pro. Unfortunately, though, I had a career-ending injury and ended up having to have emergency back surgery to unpinch a nerve that was causing my left leg to go paralyzed. After my surgery, I was heartbroken, and I went into the most severe depression that I've ever been in my life. My dreams were over. I didn't know who I was outside of sports. I wasn't passionate about anything like I was sports, and I definitely was not prepared to enter the workforce and build a career. So I just became suicidal. I started making small attempts to kill myself, trying to overdose on pills and alcohol. I would get drunk and drive, hoping that I would get killed in an accident. My depression got so bad that 1 month I started to starve myself, and I went from 275 pounds to 219 pounds in just a few weeks. And that's how I ended up here, Henry Ford Hospital in Macomb County. This would be the place that my life would change forever. As I was being admitted into psychiatric care, there was a woman who I never met who came back into my room, and she says, "I don't know who you are, and I'm not even allowed to be back here in this department, but God sent me back here to tell you that you need to say yes to him." And when she said this, I just started crying because I knew that she was sent there from God. And in that darkest moment of my life, I gathered my strength and I just said yes to God. And as I said it, I instantly felt lighter and depression left off of me, and I just kept saying it over and over again, "Yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, Lord." And I had hope again because I knew that if the God of the universe would find a suicidal coward in a psychiatric room, then surely I had something worth living for. And so that was the day that my life changed forever. Fast forward 5 to 6 years from then, and this is my life. I'm happily married to my wife, Brittany. We have 2 beautiful, adorable daughters named Ava and Ariana. I'm a pastor to many, and I've been able to start my own marketing consulting company. But most importantly, y'all, I survived. I survived the heartache, the pain, and the trauma that comes from transitioning out of sports into the real world when all you thought was that you were going to play professionally. And I believe that I've learned some very critical tactics and mindsets while transitioning from athletic career to the real world that has helped me to go from suicide to success. And now I want to share what I've learned with millions of others. So here's my vision. My vision is to introduce 1 million athletes to Jesus Christ because I believe he is the single most important aspect of my life that has enabled me to go from suicide to success. Without him, I would not be able to be where I am today, and I want to share him with everyone I know. I want to do this by equipping 100 million current and former athletes with the resources and support necessary to transition out of sports to the real world. Let me ask you this question. How many of you know someone who has played sports, wishes they could play sports, or admires someone who is playing right now? Let me ask that question again. How many of you know someone who has played sports, know someone who wishes they could play sports, or admire someone who is playing sports right now? I'm going to guess that's pretty much all of us. Well, these are the people that I'm trying to help. These are the people I'm trying to help. Let me share a few statistics with you. Every year, there's 7 million athletes who will start playing sports at around the age of 6 or 7. Out of those 7 million athletes, only 3 million make it to play in high school in an organized sport. Out of that 3 million, 146,000 will have the opportunity to play in college. Out of that 146,000, guess how many people make it to play professionally? 1,050. So that means that only 3.5% of high school athletes who play organized sports will go on to play professionally, and all of them have to transition. And guess what? Even if they make it to Hall of Fame or to become an Olympian, and even if they have a 50-year-long career, which nobody does, guess what? All athletes still have to transition out of sports into the real world. Every athlete, little league, high school, college, semi-pro, will have to transition out of sports at some point. So that's literally millions of athletes every year. And if they are not properly prepared for what life will be like and what the transition challenges that they will face, then many of them will end up settling in life, or even worse, end up where I was, trying to take their life. And so here's how I believe that I can help. I'm in the process of creating training manuals that will prepare athletes to transition out of sport at all levels: little league, high school, college, pro, you name it. I want to create an online support community where athletes can connect with each other, be able to transition and be a support to one another so that they can know that they're not alone through all of this. I want to design an assessment tool that will help identify athletes who have too much of their identity tied up in their sport so that I can get them immediate support. I want to interview athletes who have successfully transitioned and share their story, because it's not just about my story, it's about the million of others who are living this thing out. I want to do books and ebooks and CDs. I want to give athletes and former athletes anything and everything they will need to transition out of sports successfully. I want them to know that they are more than their jersey, they're more than their team, they're more than their trophy, they are fearfully and wonderfully made, and there is something amazing for them to do. I want them to understand that athletics does not have to be the best part of their life, because the best part of their life, your life and my life, is never in the past, but it's always in the future. So that's what I want to provide for these former athletes. But here's the deal. I know what I want to do, but I don't know how to do it. And here's where my favorite Bible verse comes in. Proverbs 15:22. It says that plans fail for lack of counselors, but with many advisors they succeed. And so many people will fail because they don't have people around them who can help give them the advice that they need to be successful. And so I need somebody who knows how to build a ministry from the ground up. I need somebody who can help me bring this vision to life. I need a mentor who's been there, done that, and bought the t-shirt. And I need a good mentor. And I believe that I found one. Meet Tamara Lowe. Tamara Lowe is said to be America's #1 success strategist. She has helped thousands of people build their brands from the ground up. She has the endorsements of the average Joe all the way up to Colin Powell, George W. Bush, Michael Phelps, Mother Teresa, Billy Graham. And my favorite thing about Tamara is that she's a former drug addict and a high school dropout who has managed to build a billion-dollar company from the ground up, and watch this, has led 500,000 business people to faith in Christ. And Tamara has agreed to be my mentor and help me bring this vision to life. Tamara is going to help me to do everything that I need, but in order for me to help them, I need you to help me. To get this ministry off the ground, I need to raise $20,000. $20,000 will help me with everything I need to help athletes all over the world. It will help cover the cost of Tamara's mentorship. It will help me to be able to make my ministry a legal entity and other legal documentations that I'll need. I'll be able to create my brand and my website to get all those things out of there. I'll be able to print and publish my book. It will help me with everything I need to get this ministry off the ground and out there to the people who need it. $20,000 is all I need. $20,000 is all we need to start the process of helping athletes all over the world. And I'm just crazy enough to believe that we can do it. I mean, think about it. If we had 20 people giving 1,000, 40 people giving 500, 200 people giving 100, 2,000 people who give 10, all of those individually, respectively, equal $20,000. And I just believe we can do it. So listen, I don't know how God is going to lead you to give, but I know that you're watching this video for a reason. We all said that we knew somebody who has played sports, desires to play sports, or admires someone who is playing right now. So we agreed that these are our friends, our relatives, our neighbors, and for some of us, our role models. And I'm so honored that you get to help me help them. So here's how are some ways that you can give. You can send it directly to my PayPal account at paypal.me/stinsondarryll. You can send it to my GoFundMe, or you can use the Square Cash app. Just make sure that you follow the links that are provided for you on the screen and give directly to those areas, because if you make a spelling error or something like that, it's going to go to the wrong person. And so it's on here on the screen. Take a screenshot and save this so that you can give. I want to thank you for helping me to help them. Do me a favor. First of all, give. But also share this video with everyone you know, because you never know who the message might touch, and you never know who might feel led to give. There was 2 things that I prayed for in preparation of making this video. I said, obviously, first of all, God, provide for the need. Give me everything that I need to get this thing off the ground and start running, and use your people to do it. That was the first thing. The second thing that I said is, let somebody be touched by this ministry. Let somebody who is struggling in the transition right now to hear that there's somebody out there that cares about them, that there's somebody out there who is building something that is going to be beneficial to them. Maybe you're watching this and you're an athlete. I want you to know that the best days are ahead of you. I don't care how high you've made it into sports. I don't care if you're a Hall of Famer or a pro athlete. Listen to me. The best part of your life is still in front of you. You have not peaked. You have not peaked. You still have purpose to fulfill. You still have a destiny to fulfill. The best days are ahead and not behind. And I'm getting ready to help you transition. And so I'm honored that you get to help me help athletes all over the world. I'm honored that you would partner with me in helping take this vision global. Please give, and give quickly. Because the sooner you give, the sooner that I am able to get this word out there to the people who need it the most. So thank you for your partnership. Thank you for sharing this video. I love you. Can't wait to share this journey with you. I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to listen to this vision that God has placed on my heart. I want to thank you for your support. For those of you who are giving right now, I want to thank you for obeying what God is telling you to give. I want to thank you for helping me get this ministry off the ground. It means the world to me that you would help me help these athletes. Listen to me. Their life is far more worth than anything that you could give. And so thank you for giving what you can so that we can help our friends, our neighbors, and our role models. I love you guys. I'm honored. I can't wait to share this journey with you and how God is going to take this around the world. I can't wait to keep you updated. I can't wait to share the testimonies of the people who are so grateful that you decided to give today. Share this video. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.